right, welcome new team members. It is Monday, August 20th, and this is our welcome to our team Zoom call. I like to do these typically once a week so that everybody who joined the week before is able to get a great start with a training call about having a great launch party and just getting off to a great start in the business. So welcome to Park Lane and to our team. My name is Michelle Zito. I have been with Park Lane about 4.5 years, and I am your company VP. There may be several leaders between you and I, or you might be direct to me. But no matter what, my job is to support and to train you, as well as to cheer you on so that you can have a successful business here at Park Lane. So if we are not already friends on Facebook, do friend me through the Shine On page. I'm sure that your leader has already added you to the Facebook group called Shine On. That's our overall organization page. And I would love for you to send me a friend request if we are not already Facebook friends. So I am so thrilled you've joined our team. And again, I do this call generally weekly because it's important that everyone on the team gets the same information. So that's good for you to know, because that means that when someone joins your team, they're going to receive the same information as you. And you're not going to be responsible for training a new person when you're a new person yourself. So tonight's call is going to focus on our Rich Rewards program, which allows you to add free jewelry to your kit along with supplies, and how to introduce your family and friends to your new Park Lane business, including having a fun and successful launch party. So I hope you're ready to take some notes. And I am going to share some words that work and some scripts with you. And at the end of the call, I'm going to show you where on the field interface these word choices are located. So when I'm talking about sharing a script, you don't have to attempt to write down an entire script. So Park Lane is so generous to us. They know we want to add jewelry to our kits, but they don't want us spending all of our money on jewelry. So that's why we all get to take part in the Rich Rewards program. That allows us to add free jewelry as well as catalogs to our kit. And this is, of course, in addition to our weekly commission checks. So let's jot down some numbers, okay? Please write down 12 to 15 average orders. 12 to 15 average orders. Next, jot down $1,000 in sales. And then lastly, write down $300 in commission. So what do these numbers mean? When you collect 12 to 15 average orders for your launch party, and I know you all know 12 to 15 people with a neck, or fingers, or ears, or wrists, okay, then you can expect that would be $1,000 in customer orders, which will give you $300 in commission. So does that sound good? All right, good. I see nodding heads. Okay, so Park Lane does not want you using the entire $300 commission to buy more jewelry. So that's why we want you to take full advantage of our Rich Rewards program. So I'm going to show you where this flyer is on the field interface. So I'm going to share my screen here. So if you've never done this sign-in before, oh, I was already signed in, I guess. Okay, so you go to the field interface, and then you go to the downloads. And here you are, Rich Rewards Club brochure. Okay, so here's the brochure that shows you your Rich Rewards program. Now, this isn't just when you're new. This is for all of us all the time. So as long as you're here, Park Lane allows you the opportunity to earn jewelry to add to your kit. So, level one. Level one is you earn $250 in free jewelry when you submit $1,000 in net non-sales in the first 2 commission weeks of a calendar month. And you do get to pick out the jewelry that you want. So Park Lane runs on Wednesdays, meaning that the pay week runs Thursday to Wednesday. So the last Wednesday of the month ends the month. So if a month ends on the 26th, the last Wednesday of the month was like in August. The last Wednesday of July was the 26th. So August in Park Lane world started on July 27th. So the first Monday and then the second Monday, that ends Wednesday, and then the second Wednesday, that ends the first 2 weeks. So it's always important to make sure that you space your shows well throughout the month so that you have some in the beginning, some in the middle, and some in the end. Level 2 is free catalogs. When you sell 1,500 net and non in the entire calendar month, every other level, you get the whole month to do it. So the entire month, and you get rewarded with buy one, get one free catalogs. So Park Lane will match the number of catalogs you purchase with the same number of free catalogs. So typically you buy 20 catalogs and you receive 20 catalogs free. If you want to just do a real big order and be set for the season and do buy 50 and get 50, you can do that, whatever you'd like to do. Level 3 is free designer jewelry. Submit personal sales of 2,500 net non in the whole month. Now remember, these are all cumulative. So you get if you did the first 1,000 in the first 2 weeks, you get that level where you pick the jewelry. Then when you hit the 1,500, you get to add on their catalogs. When you hit 2,500, you get to add on this. So these are all cumulative. So every month we have a new ensemble that's introduced, and you will receive it in the mail. Absolutely free, no shipping, no tax, nothing. So that is a fun one. And then, of course, that's an item that you're able to begin selling once you receive it. Level 4, $300 in free jewelry when you submit 4,000 net non in a month. I actually received that level today. Ooh, let me grab the jewelry because I just opened up a package of this. Hold on one second. I meant to have this here in front of me when we started. So I received 5 pieces of jewelry today for this very level from my sales in July. I just recently redeemed it. So I got the Fable earrings. I got the Zella bracelet. I chose this in rose gold. It does come in other colors. I got the Rue necklace because I know this is so popular. Those little dainty pieces are such a big hit right now. And then I got, these are very Michelle Zito pieces, the Paloma bracelet, which is beautiful, mixed metal, pave crystals. And actually, this opens and closes wider on a hinge. So this is a fabulous piece, as well as the matching ring, the Paloma ring. So this was $300 worth of jewelry that all I did was pay the sales tax and $6.50 shipping, and it showed up at my house today. So Rich Rewards are amazing. Level 5 is another $300 in jewelry when you start 2 new personal recruits in a month. So they have their 5 weeks to qualify. When they qualify, you will qualify for these. This free jewelry. So you get to pick out another $300 in jewelry. When you have 4 personal recruits who start within the same month and then go on to qualify, you receive another $300 in jewelry. So in case you were adding, that is over $1,000 in jewelry and then potentially catalogs and stuff as well. So you do not want to miss this opportunity to constantly be adding to your kit, because your customers and hostesses will absolutely love, always absolutely love seeing the additional new pieces, booking to booking and show to show. So that is the Rich Rewards program. You can print out that brochure if you don't see one in your kit, or you don't have one anymore, you don't have the newest one, definitely you can print that out. So having a successful launch show that your leader is very likely doing for you is important to starting your business off strong and making sure that you have business beyond your family and friends. So there are 3 steps that will make your launch party a success. Number 1 is to have 2 launch parties, over-invite and invite everyone to that launch party. That's all number 1. Have 2 launch shows, over-invite and invite everyone. Step 2 is to invite using multiple methods and to know what to say. And step 3 is to fill your calendar with shows so that you can earn rich rewards and, of course, a great paycheck. So step 1, have 2 launch shows, over-invite and invite everyone. I highly recommend scheduling 2 launch parties, one with your leader if geography or technology allows, and one without. Now you might say, why should I do that? Because when you're inviting people for Friday, let's say, and they say, oh man, I wish I could, but I have a school function with Michael, you can say, oh, no problem. I'm also having a brunch on Sunday at 1 o'clock. I hope that works for you. So that way those with a genuine scheduling problem have another option. So 1/3 of the people that you invite to your show will typically be able to actually come. So if you invite 30 people, you can expect that you'll have 7 to 10 guests there. And that's not a terrible number. It's certainly a great start, but you know what? I say take advantage of the fact, especially if your leader is going to be there, get as many people in front of her as you possibly can. You want to double the amount of people that you see at your launch by having the 2 shows, so that people who can't come to one come to the other. Make the initial invitation be the one that she's going to be there, and then the backup be the other one. As you're making your invitation list, see if your family can help you out with names of people that they think of, or see if they can help you expand your guest list. And do diversify the list as best you can, and don't prejudge people. So if you're thinking about not inviting somebody because you think they don't have money to spend, just invite them anyway. No one's pressuring them to buy. And that's a great candidate to book a show with you. And it's a great candidate for somebody who may want to join your team. If you think someone's too busy to come, I want you to invite them anyway. The busy people seem to always be the ones to get it done. And she may use it, she can definitely use a night out. And I want you to make sure you invite your neighbors. Do you ever look out the window and see a whole bunch of cars in front of your neighbor's house and you're like, oh, I guess Susan's having people over. And I guess I wasn't invited. So don't be that person. You can only insult people by not inviting them, not by inviting them. And just as a little aside with that, when I was having my launch party, my show was in the dead of winter. It was like the last week of January. And I happened to catch one of my neighbors I rarely see at the bus stop, and I invited her. I didn't really think she would come, but I figured it was a good opportunity that I happened to run into her. The day of the party, she texted me, is it okay if I bring my aunt and my sister? And I was like, yes. Well, they all 3 came. They all 3 placed orders. And her sister has been one of my best customers for 4.5 years. In fact, today she placed another $273 order on a complete stranger's Facebook party. Last night when I was doing my Facebook shows, I posted on my main Facebook page, hey, I'm going live with some jewelry, and these are the times I'm doing the parties. let me know if you want to be added. She asked to be added to the 8:30 party, and then today she placed an almost $300 order on it. And that is about her 10th $300 order at least over the 4.5 years. And if I hadn't invited my neighbor, I would not have had this customer all this time. So just invite everybody, let them decide if they want to come or not. And of course, please invite your out-of-state family and friends, because even though they may not take a road trip, they certainly can place an order, and that's going to give you full credit. Remember, your goal for your launch party is at least 10 orders, just like we want all of our hostesses to have shows with 10 orders. Because with a 10-order show, your hostess gets double free credit, right? So she goes from getting $20 an order to $40 an order. So a hostess with 8 orders is getting $260 and free, but a hostess with 10 orders is getting $400. Actually, $160 to $400. So it is a tremendous jump. So we want you to consider yourself the best hostess on earth. You want 10 orders. You're going to over-invite. You're going to invite everybody. You're going to use the right words. All of this is what you're going to do so that you are your own best hostess. So now let me ask you this as a little aside while we're in this section. How would you like a 5% raise? Those of you that are brand new fashion directors, would anyone like a 5% raise from Park Lane? Does that sound good? Okay then. So at Park Lane, when one person joins you in this business, and of course, starting with a friend or a family member is so much more fun than starting by yourself, because you can go to meetings together, you can do trainings together, you can even go to each other's shows and help each other out if you live nearby to each other. You're going to get a 5% raise. So jot down how you can make this happen. When you sell $1,000 in sales in a Park Lane month, meaning by the last Wednesday of the month, and your new team member qualifies with her $1,000 in sales in her first 5 weeks, or his, you're going to get a raise and a promotion. It's that simple. Your leader is going to help that new person launch. He or she is going to support you the same way, support her the same way that she's supporting you. So you don't have to know all of the answers to start building your Park Lane team. And if your recruit stops selling at some point down the road, you don't go back to 30%. You stay at 35% and, of course, higher as you continue to grow your team. So how amazing is that? There are no demotions in Park Lane. So let's put this 5% raise into perspective. So let's say you did a show tonight, right? And it closed at $600. At 30% commission, you would have earned $180 on that show, which is great, right? You were out of the house a couple of hours, made $180, spectacular. But if you had had one team member and you had gotten this promotion to branch, you would have earned $210 doing the exact same job. So would you rather earn $210 than $180? I would imagine you would. So people, as you are sharing that you have started this business, there are going to be people that ask you about the business side of Park Lane. It's only natural. So I want you to be prepared with an answer that's confident, but honest as well. So you can say, you know what, I'm not even really quite sure what I'm doing, but I do know that I'm having fun wearing the jewelry, and I am getting compliments on it too. We could actually test drive this business together if that's something you wanted to do. My friend, and there's where you're going to say the name of your leader. So my friend Joy, or my friend Becky, my friend Michelle, okay, is the one who answers all my questions. She's really nice and she's not pushy. Are you free tonight or tomorrow night for like 15 minutes for her to give you a call? So just say that to people. That's all. Are you free that she could give you a call? She's really nice and she's not pushy. My friend. Notice you're not going to say my recruiter, my leader. These are words that regular people don't know. That's like an internal word. Okay? So my friend Michelle is the one who answers my questions. She's really nice. She's not pushy. what, would it be okay if she calls you tomorrow? Get the time, get the phone number, and get with your leader. Because the minute you send that text, OMG, I have somebody who wants information about the business. She said you could call her tomorrow. You just became your recruiter's best new team person, okay? Because she knows that you are trying to build your business. So I absolutely love it, okay? So that's step one, okay, which was do 2 launch parties, to over-invite, and to invite everyone. And I also threw in there about getting the 5% raise. Okay, so step 2, invite multiple methods and to know what to say. So the most successful new team members invite using several methods to the show. They make phone calls. They send individual texts. They send individual private Facebook messages. They send individual emails to follow up. They create a Facebook event. They mail or hand out invitations. So when you do multiple, you get much better results, because if you only depend on a Facebook event, if you send a group text, if you think people are checking their email and that's good enough, these all are the death of your party. All right, these are things that will just make people not see the invitation, doesn't feel special. You want to reach out to people individually. And I cannot emphasize enough that group texting and group Facebook messaging is not okay, and it's never okay. People hate that. It's like being trapped in the third vortex of hell as 10 million people answer that group text. So please, I beg of you to not ever group text. Okay, so what are we saying? Hi, Sue, it's Michelle. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I'm starting my own business with Park Lane Jewelry. Have you heard of Park Lane? She's either going to say she has or she hasn't. So you're going to say a version of, we have beautiful and versatile jewelry in every style and price range, and it's guaranteed. I'm launching my business this Saturday night, and I would love for you to be here and give your opinions on the jewelry that came in my kit. Are you free that night to join us? Just get the RSVP right away. People know what they're doing in the next couple of weeks. So if she says yes, then you're going to say, oh, great, thank you so much for your support. I am going to send you an official invite. And do you think you could bring a friend with you? It's always more fun when we have, a bigger group. That way, she can invite the person who truly loves jewelry. The bring a friend are the best guests at that party. Because the bring a friend is the person who isn't coming out of obligation, isn't coming because she owes you a favor or anything. Look at what my bring a friend turned into, right? A customer that spent thousands of dollars with me over 4.5 years. Now, if she says she can't come, then you can just say, oh man, okay, you know what? Part of my job is to show the jewelry and get opinions on it. So I would love to hear what you think of the pieces that came in my kit. Would it be okay if I stopped over one day next week for just maybe 15, 20 minutes so I can show you the jewelry that came in my kit? We could even meet at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts if you prefer. Okay, that's what you want to do. Anyone who's not coming to you, you're going to them. Okay, so now, what do you think about that wording? Does that sound like words that you can say? Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes because most of you are on mute. So let's go on to step 3. Step 3 is to fill your calendar with the number of shows that you want to do. But I say go for the 10 and the 10, make like a 10-week plan and plan to do 10 and 10. That way you will earn so many rich rewards. You'll have a steady paycheck 10 weeks in a row. And that way, if you are doing your shows regularly, you're going to have regular bookings. So the best thing that you can do is to shoot for 6 shows in your first month, because 2 are going to be booked using the words I'm teaching you now. 2 of them are your launch party, and 2 of them will be booked from your launch party. So that is a number that is very easy to get to when you follow the instructions that your leader and I give you. So let's go back to that launch party list And just put a star next to 20 to 25 people that when you contact them, you're going to see if they want to have a Park Lane show. Because you don't want to wait for your launch to get additional shows on your calendar. So here's what you're going to say to those people. Hey Sue, it's Michelle. I am so excited. I couldn't wait to call you. I'm a new stylist with Park Lane Jewelry. Have you heard of Park Lane? She's going to say yes or no. You're going to say, oh, right, it's beautiful, it's versatile, it's guaranteed. I was so impressed with this jewelry. Now, here's the best part. I'm looking for 2 fun people to help me get started in my business just by having some friends over and play with the jewelry, give me their opinions. I just need one large gathering and one little gathering. Would you be able to have either the large or the little one? And if she says yes to either one of those, then you'll say, great, now you're just narrowing down the date, right? Would you like during the week or on the weekend? During the week? Okay, great. I'll make you out a text for your friends. So I have Tuesday the 7th or Tuesday the 14th, which is better. You're giving 2 options, 2 options, 2 options. Because when you just say, oh, okay, so during the week, when do you want to have it? They now look at their calendar and they see all the different things on their calendar and they start to become overwhelmed and distracted. They're looking, oh, I have a bridal shower on this day, which is a Saturday, not even the day you're talking about. Oh, and I have this at church. Again, these are things on the weekend she just said she wanted during the week. Offer 2 weekdays you have, give her those 2 choices, and let her pick one of those. Imagine if when you made all of your appointments, all the places you go, they gave you the choice of the whole month, you'd never get anything done. They give you choices just like we are going to give choices, okay? If they say no, then you're going to say, you know what? I get it. I would still love for you to come to my launch party because I would love to have you here when I introduce my new business to family and friends. Would you be able to come and bring a friend? It's on Friday the 19th. If she says no to that, then of course, what are we going to go to? I still would love to get your opinions on my jewelry. Would it be okay if I stop by one day next week to show you the pieces? I would love to get your opinions. Now, if she says no to all those previous things, usually she'll at least agree to have you come over and just show the jewelry quick. But please be aware, are there going to be people who say no to that too? Absolutely. You've said no to people. I've said no to people. It's part of life. What they are not saying is, no, Mel Tanya, I don't want you to come over. I can't even believe you're asking. You're the most annoying person I've ever met, and don't ever call me again. Now, it might feel like that, but that's not what they're saying. It's just not for them right now. It might not mean no, not ever. It just means no right now. So don't be offended. Don't get hurt. Even if it's your sister, even if it's your mom, I will tell you right now that when I booked my first show 18 years ago, my mom said to me, ugh, don't ask me to have one of those parties, okay? And I've been in direct sales for 18 and a half years, and I would like to think that I'm very successful at it. So you don't need any one particular relative to be supportive for you to go ahead and have wonderful success here. So please don't take no personally. Go right ahead and start collecting orders, booking shows. Find those first team members even before your first launch. You don't have to wait. You can go ahead and start working your business. So I'm going to show the screen once more real quick so that I can show you a little bit of where some of the words I just shared with you are. So back on the Fields interface. Okay. Getting started, a guide to your success. And this is a great booklet for you to go step by step. with your leader. So you'll see here, this helps you start out your calendar where you're going to cross out dates that you absolutely cannot work. Your cousin's bridal shower, back to school night with the teachers, whatever it is, and then what's left are the dates that you book. This is going to help you generate a list of friends and family and relatives and coworkers and business contacts, people you know from church. Working this list will help you think of people that you totally forgot about. So get out that Christmas card list and start thinking of who you can contact. Here's the page with some of the wording. Now, this is being updated really soon. When it says I'm the new fashion director, I would say Park Lane stylist. Nobody knows what a fashion director is, but they do know what a stylist is. But you'll see that the words here are very similar to what I just shared with you. Okay, so that is what you have here. So I hope that you find this little part helpful. And then the other part of the website that I would encourage you to look at is right here where it says Park Lane 101 here on the left. Park Lane 101 is all of the beginning training sections. So when you click here, you're going to see the Steps to Success booklet, which is the same as the booklet that comes in your kit. So this helps you track your shows, helps your leader work on your shows with you. It goes over the rich rewards here. So this is kind of an overview of the things that we did tonight, a review of the sale. So if you have not yet received your kit, this is the booklet that's coming in it, so you can get a head start on checking this out. Okay? This is your Park Lane 101 tracker. I highly recommend printing this out. And again, track your progress on here with your leader, because these are all the parts of Park Lane 101. The reason it's called Park Lane 101 is this is all the training to help you get started. So when you click through these assorted videos and sheets and checklists, you're going to be in really good shape in order to continue on with your business. So I hope this was helpful. I'm going to stop the recording and now open it up to questions, so that if you do have any questions, I will answer. And we have so many wonderful trainings on our team. Every Tuesday, we have our Lunch and Learn at 12 o'clock noon Eastern. So I hope that you will take advantage of those trainings. And this call takes place generally weekly, and lots of other support things that go on. So that's part of what you'll go over with your leader as well. So I'm going to just stop